Hi, everybody. Dan Illman taking a look at the first leg of the 50-cent early pick four at Del Mar on a stakes-packed Saturday afternoon card. Race number 2, 1 mile for 2-year-old fillies. Let's throw up the field for the Grade 3 Jimmy Durante Stakes. This is a really strong race. Now, you've got two horses coming in from the East Coast that figure to take the lion's share of the money. The number 12, Princessa Caroline, who is a daughter of American Pharaoh and a half-sister to Lady Eli, and a very impressive debut winner for Chad Brown. She's going to take money. The undefeated number 2, Alms, already a graded stakes winner in her own right for Michael Stidham, another horse chipping in from Belmont Park. We'll quickly talk about these horses in post-position order, starting with the 1, a maiden trying winners named Lookin' to Get Even, trained by Jim Cassidy. This filly has some ability. She was a $300,000 yearling purchase. She's been bet in both starts. Her main issue is her lack of early speed. She doesn't get out of the gate very well. She usually lingers near the tail end of the field. Her buyers right now extremely light compared to those of the top contenders. And if she's going to be behind the 8 ball from a pace and trip standpoint, coming from way out of it against this field, she might be in just a little bit too tough. The number 2 is Alms, going out for Michael Stidham, who won this race in 2018 with Elsa. Elsa was a stronger price at 11-1. Alms, a sharp debut winner at Belmont, going 6. She was supposed to win the Matron. She was odds on that day. She was near the back of the pack. She came with a wide run. She was a little bit green with her lead change on the turn. Once she straightened out into the lane, though, she was all business, and she ran down those overmatched foes. She gets Lasix for the first time. She draws a comfortable inside post position. I think she's bred to get this additional distance, and I think she's going to be able to work out a trip from stalking range. You got to respect the number 2, Alms. Lasix on, Paco Lopez takes the mount. The 3, Awesome Ella, like the 1, Looking to Get Even, a maiden trying winners for the first time. Like Looking to Get Even, I think has a little bit of ability. Like Looking to Get Even, doesn't have much early speed and could be in trouble, again, if this race does not have a strong pace. She is near the back of the pack. There are probably stronger and more accomplished closers in this field. The 4 is Laura's Light. She's interesting. She's by a red-hot first-crop sire in Constitution. She was a debut winner over the Tapeta surface at Golden Gate Fields. I thought she won that race in solid fashion, and it looks like she's now with Peter Miller and Gary Barber. They liked what they saw out of that debut race as well. I think the synthetic form from Golden Gate will transfer successfully to the Del Mar turf. She is going to show some speed on the stretch out. She's a horse that you might want to consider. 15-1 on the morning line, picks up the hot riding Abel Cedillo. The 5, Crocovoke, ran second in a couple of stakes races to start off her North American campaign after beginning her career overseas in Ireland. She ran in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies turf. She was probably a little bit overmatched in that spot, although she improved her buyer's speed figure 10 points. It's nice to see that she's going the right way. She has a mid-pack running style. I think she's somewhat adaptable to a pace situation. Again, I think that this filly is the kind of horse that you can use underneath, and at a price you might want to use as a backup in multiple race exotics, like this 50-cent early pick 4. Overjoyed is the 6, going out for Neil Drysdale. She's got a beautiful pedigree, and she ran to it last time out, going this distance over this surface. Neil Drysdale's not fooling around. He's wheeling this one back in 3 weeks off of that professional and solid win. I just think she's going the right way at the right time. And I like that she showed a little bit more tactical speed last time out. Mike Smith retains the mount. 6-1 on Overjoyed, to me, a little bit light, as she's facing some really established fillies, but I wouldn't be surprised if she takes a step forward. The 7 is Home Home. Now, this horse was a debut winner on dirt, going 6.5 furlongs. Liked the way she won that race against Calbreds. They ran her in the Golden State Juvenile Fillies. She was not expected to do much. At 43-1, she did not do much. She has 2 sprints under her now. She has a little bit of turf pedigree, being by Square Eddie. This will be her first start on the lawn, but it's a big ask for a Calbred to step up in class, to step up in distance off two sort of nondescript races on the main track. She's a deserved big price for Doug O'Neill. Wise Rachel is the 8. She really took to turf in the Pike Place Dancer Stakes last time out at Golden Gate Fields. I didn't think there was a lot of pace for her to run at. She still ran them all down in the stretch. Coming from last that day, solid 68 Beyer speed figure, Joe Tolomo aboard, another Calbred that has competed on dirt and has done very well, but it really looks like she just took a step forward on turf as she was expected to. She's by English Channel. Wise Rachel might actually want a little bit more ground down the road, but she is in sharp form and will be a price. Seahawk Lisa ran third in her turf debut for Jerry Hollendorfer. I thought it was an okay effort. I think she needs to run a little bit better if she's going to contend for top honors in this spot. 20-1 on the morning line, but another horse with that pedigree, those hard spuns really can turf. AG Indy scored last time out at Santa Anita, going this mile distance on the turf. She got right up close to a nice, easy pace. It was a very good trip and ride under Rafael Bejarano. It's nice to know that this filly just looks like one that has the tactical speed to get those kind of trips in these kind of races. She looks like she can sit off of it if the pace is fast. If the pace is moderate, she can get right up close. She is going to have to run faster with a Beyer boost. The 11 is almost a factor, and almost a factor. This is the perfect kind of horse in your formulator past performances to gray your filtered text and only focus on those turf races. Racing once on turf in her career, that was a win. Twice on dirt, no good. Forget about the dirt races. Focus on the turf effort. She had a very patient ride that day by Giovanni Franco. She looks like a very professional and likable filly. She's one that draws post 11, is going to have to work something out from out there, and she might have to run a little bit faster. The horse they're going to have to beat comes in from New York, the 12, Princessa Caroline. Again, she has that beautiful pedigree. I liked everything she did in her career debut at Belmont Park. She tracked 3 wide every step of the way, attacked on the far turn. She was leaning in slightly once she made the front, still a little bit green, but that Beyer speed figure speaks for itself, an 84 figure. Now, she has been away since late September. There is a pretty big gap in the work tab. I would say about 3 weeks or so. She's come back with a couple of breezes. I think she can work out a trip from the outside, and she's simply the horse to beat off that debut. Applecross is the 13, ran well in her North American debut, third in the juvenile fillies turf, but that race just did not come back very fast. It was a 59 Beyer speed figure, all things considered. First time North America, first time these connections, first time we're a route. Stretching out 3 furlongs, not a bad effort at all, but where's she been? We haven't seen her since early September. Guiti is 2 for 2 in her career in North America. Both of those wins at the mile distance at Del Mar. This is a really tough post position. This really doesn't break very well, so I don't really think Drayden Van Dyke's worrying about hustling to get some sort of forward position. I think he's going to break as well as he can with this filly, try to take her all the way back and hope for one run, and that's not going to be easy, where you're going to have to either weave your way through or go all the way around horses in a big and bulky field. I think she has some ability, but this post is a real toughie. We take a look at my picks for the Jimmy Durante. I just think Princessa Caroline's the horse to beat off that debut. I think she has stakes potential. We'll see if she can do it in the Grade 3 Jimmy Durante. She's 7-2 on the morning line. I think she's fair at that price. I have a feeling she's going to be bet down from that 7-2. Alms is my second choice, adding Lasix. I think Crocovoke is an interesting horse you might want to use underneath. And I also think Wise Rachel, the 8, is a horse that you could certainly fool around with. I really like that turf debut at Golden Gate Fields. She's bred for this surface. This is what she wants to do. 15-1 on the morning line. I picked her 4th, but you could use her in multiple race wagers as a backup. 12-2-5-8 for me, kicking off the 50-cent early pick 4 at Del Mar on Saturday. It's the Grade 3 Jimmy Durante. Best of luck.